Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the Fans Era Podcast, Philly Old Heads Talk Sports. Let's go. We got another week. It was a great week. It was all good. We got a couple of wins. I'm so happy right now. Definitely. Listen, we're going to get right into the introductions. First up, my main man, Herb. What's going on, man?
Gobble, gobble, y'all. I'm ready to eat. I'm trying to get that turkey, man.
Yes, man. Yes, I heard somebody's frying some turkeys up and stuff. All right. That's what's up. Next up, who we got? Next up, we got Herb. No. There it is. Quaz. Quaz is next. Go ahead, Quaz. What's up, bro?
What's up, y'all? All I'm gonna say is if LeBron had elbowed me like that, I'm sorry, I would have stole him. As soon as I got up, I would have went right in his mouth. And then it would have been what it would have been. He would kick me out the league. Kick me out. He got 2 days suspension anyway. LeBron got one. I'm sorry. I would have stole off on him. He's going to elbow me in my face, have me looking all crazy in front of my family. I'm sorry. I would have stolen.
Bleeding too. Next up is Lil Zion. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's up with you? We had a pretty good week last week. I definitely didn't expect to get as many wins as we was gonna get. So definitely excited. Let's talk about it.
All right. Next up, Little Ski. What's the ball on production? What's the deal?
What's going on? We had a surprising week. We had a little bit more wins than I thought we would, but we go in here and talk about it. So let's go.
All right, and last but definitely not least, that's my main man, my brother, Ski. What's up, bro?
I'm here.
All right.
I don't got much to say. I'm gonna comment on the Quad statement though, because if that boy would have touched LeBron, he was going to do something to him. But we'll let that go, and let's start the show, baby.
And not to mention, he would have been in Siberia the next game. His next game would have been in Siberia.
Absolutely.
You are out.
He already in Siberia. He played for Detroit. He already in Siberia.
Well, he would have been on the. He would have been on the Schenectady Mesquites. He would have been on that team.
The Shanghai Sharks.
Yeah, the Shanghai Sharks. He would have been on the Shanghai Sharks next game.
I tell you one thing, he would have had ice. LeBron would have went home that night with a headache.
Yo, that's true.
Opened his jaw up, man. He opened him up. All that gushing down his face.
LeBron's the man, but I don't know if he can fight. I don't know. But we'll see.
But all right.
Let's get right into the prediction segment of our show. Let's roll the tape. Let's get right into the predictions, boys.
2-1.
I think we go 1-2. I know I said 1-2 last week. I think we go 1-2 again.
I think I'm going to take a page out of your book with 0-3, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a page out of everybody's 0-3 book. I will go with 0-3.
All right, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I think I'm not gonna go 0-3. I'm gonna go 1-2. 1-2. I was wrong. I was wrong. Let's go straight to Ski on this one. Big Ski. Sounds like you were the man with the master plan. 2-1.
Well,
go ahead.
I'm like the talent of the show, so I understand that. I understand when they're going to win, but I'm going to not take no credit for this. I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
The only reason why I said 2-1 is because we had to go 2-1. If we didn't, right now we're in 8th place. If we don't go 2-1, we're not a good team anymore. And I think I mentioned that in the last thing. So I went with 2-1 because if we're a good team, that's what we had to do. And that's what the good team did.
That makes sense. That does make sense. Next, we'll go to Herb. What do you think of your predictions, bro?
Well, I was wrong again. The tape shows. But I just didn't feel confident in those games. We really missed Joel Embiid in his shows. So I didn't think, anything positive was going to happen for us in those 3 games.
All right. Quaz?
If I had the opportunity to actually pick, which I didn't, I would have went 2-1 only because, and I'm gonna tell you why. I would have went 2-1 because I definitely know we could beat Sacramento. I thought we might lose to Portland because of revenge factor, but I was open to beating the Nuggets. I just thought we could beat the Nuggets. So I would have said 2-1 because I like them more than y'all like them. So that's where I would have said, but it don't count anyway. So Ski, you got it this week. You know, that's only because I wasn't here. If I was here,
Whatever.
What do they say? Hindsight is 20/20 or something
All
like
the
that.
time.
So,
All the time.
There. Hey.
All right, Lil Zai, you next, bro.
Yeah, I was completely off. 0-3. I definitely thought we wasn't going to win none of those games. I just, without Joel Embiid and Tobias coming off of COVID, I'm thinking we still going to be a little bit short off of what we need to get these wins. But I'm glad we went 2-1. It's definitely going to keep us in the race. We definitely would have probably been out of the playoff picture, so that would have been bad. But I'm definitely confident in what we're looking at going towards the future because Joe is coming back very soon. So
go ahead, Lil Ski.
I overrated the Nuggets because I thought we were going to lose to them because I thought they had the superstar on their team. They had the MVP. You know, I thought they was going to, and we were on the road that game. So I thought, you know, they was going to beat us that game, but we came out and got to win that game. So that was the other two games I predicted too. I thought we were going to lose to the Portland as well. But I'm sorry. I thought we was going to lose to Portland as well, and then I thought we were going to beat the Kings. So that Nuggets game was a mistake on my part.
Right. I mean, listen, it's a mile high, and they got the MVP on their team. I can see why you wouldn't pick that one. But we came out with a vicious, maybe not vicious, not the word, but we came out and played harder than them, really. You know, our young bulls just outplayed them and played harder. So that was a good win for us. Definitely a good win. My prediction was 1-2. I'm on the same thing as Ski. I just thought we was going to lose to the Nuggets. I thought that Nuggets game was going to be a loss, and then we would have to obviously, win against Sacramento. And Portland was a revenge game. So, that's why I picked 1-2. But I am so happy that we went 2-1. We are still, like Big Ski said, we definitely have to win these games, even if we got young bulls out there. We got to win. We got to keep going. Exactly. So the first question, listen, we got a heck of a squad here. We got a lot of players that we need to think about. Who do we think has a future with the Sixers? I'm gonna give you some choices. We got Niang, we got Thibault, we got Paul, we got Korkmaz, Shake, Isaiah Joe, and Maxey. What do y'all think of those players staying on our team long term? What do you think? We'll go to you, Herb. What do you think?
Well, we kind of got to throw Thibault in there too still, right? He's still –
No, Thibault's in there.
Oh, okay. But even with Thibault, I want to say I'm not sure because this is one of those teams like a Larry Brown team where Doc Rivers is able to get a lot of these guys to overachieve on a lot of these nights. These guys, I don't think, for the most part can't play on another team. On another team, they might not be in the league if it wasn't for the Sixers. A lot of these guys. So, I mean, of course, Maxey, but, Thibault, and I want to say Paul Reed. I think, Paul Reed's got a spot on his team.
All right.
Well, I mean, I think I'm right now not trying to fall in love with any of these young bulls because I believe somebody's going to have to go with Ben. Somebody's just going to have to. So I'm trying not to fall in love with any of them. But coming out through that, after that, trade deal, I want to see Korkmaz going, and I want to see Isaiah Joe stay. I think Isaiah Joe, he's going to be more consistent in the long run than what Korkmaz is, and I think he's also going to be not a defensive liability. So I do believe there's a spot for Isaiah Joe on this team, like a fifth guard, somewhere like a fifth guard. But Paul Reed and Bassey and Niang and Shake, I think all of them are subject to a trade. So I'm not trying to fall in love with any of them.
Yeah, I agree with Quaz on that one. I can't fall in love with any of them besides Maxey and Thibault. I love the defense and the offense with those two. That combination with the guards and the defense offense, that's just you can't really, especially on the bench. That's fantastic. I I also like Paul Reed. I think he's nice. Niang, he's got a deadly shooter. I love that. Can't ever get enough shooting. But everybody else, trade bait. I'm seeing trade bait, and even like Thibault. I love Thibault, but if we can get a superstar for Thibault and Ben, ship them. Bye, gone. Don't need them that much.
All right.
Well, every role player is pretty much on the table if we're getting a superstar in return. So, you can't really fall off with anyone except Joel Embiid, obviously. So, but I'm going to go with two players, and I'm going to go with Matisse Thybulle because even though he was a bench player, he made the all-defensive team last year. And imagine if he was starting, he might win Defensive Player of the Year. So, we're going to need that. We need those specialists on our team. And then last, the next person I'm going to go with Andre Drummond. Even though he's not a young player, he just came to our team this year, but I think he's going to be on our team for a while. He's like the modern day Reggie Evans. Just go out there and get 20 rebounds.
Nice.
And he's going to go out there and do it. When Joel Embiid comes back, when Drummond's in the game, he might end up with 15 rebounds off the bench. You just don't know. He gets every rebound. Last night, at the end of that game, he saved us so many times at the end of that game with getting extra possessions and everything. I think he needs to be – I hope he doesn't try to go somewhere and, be like, I want star money. So, but we need to keep him.
Agreed.
Okay, well, I'm going to feed right off of that because I'm glad you said that because that's the only problem that I think he's going to have is he's going to say I'm a starter. He won $150 million. His stats are saying that, but if he's going to be the sixth man and stuff like that, which he actually on a good team would be outstanding because when he comes in, you don't lose anything. You may lose a little bit of scoring, but you don't need as much scoring on the second unit. You need that defense to stop them from scoring. And he is, I agree with Drummond. Drummond 100%. Now, I don't think any of those players, I'm going to leave Maxey alone because I think we're going to have another segment on him. So, of course, Maxey should stay. But other than him, because Seth is not going to stay because that's his nephew. That's just like a gimmick. He's going to just be that kind of player that goes from team to team. And Niang are new people. Reed, they're going to be projects and they're going to be, expendable people because they haven't made their niche yet. They got to find a team where they're that guy. So that's pretty much what I'm going to say. But of course, Maxey, but I'm going to leave everybody else, out of that. Nobody else other than that.
Well, my opinion on this question, in our future, I guess I'm being a little bit of a homer on this one, but I really love all our guys, all the way down to the last man. I really do. Maxey obviously is the man. Niang came out of nowhere. Like I didn't even know who he was before he came to our team. I had never heard of him, and he's a beast. The minivan is what they call him. I like it. I really do. Thybulle. Ever since he came here, come on, like his defense is outstanding. His anticipation, his steals, all that good stuff, and he got bunnies, so he be dunking. Like he could catch oops and all that kind of stuff. And his 3-game is getting better every year. And, it creeps up slowly, but it's getting a little better. B-Ball Paul, I like him. I think he's a nice guy as a third center, like a small ball center. I don't mind him at all. He works hard. He's out there playing hard. Quirky is a weird guy, but we've developed Korkmaz. Like I think we got to keep him because he, like every year, he has definitely gotten better. This is definitely his best year so far. He's more reliable every season. So we're developing him. I don't want to get rid of him now. If there's a major trade, of course he's gone, but I would love to keep him. Shake, I'm not mad at Shake. Shake has his role. He comes off that bench and does his little scoring. I'm not even sure how he does his scoring because he can't jump. He's not very good. I mean, he's okay shooter, but he just kind of has a little niche. Yeah, he's not fast. Like, he's just a guy, but he seems to get it done. So I'm not mad at him. He's a hard worker, I guess, and Doc Rivers has confidence in him. So I like Shake. And then one of my favorite players actually is Isaiah Joe. Him coming off that bench, he can light it up. He is not scared. He will shoot from deep. He will shoot mid range. He can play. And then if he just adds a little defense, he could be a starter in this league one day, like in 2 or 3 years, kind of like Korkmaz. We got to develop him. We got to, over a couple of years' time, you got to give him more of a role, and let him grow into it. So I'm down with all that. The big man, I mean, he's out of here. There's no way we're going to keep him. He's playing too well. Some other team is going to be like, he can start for us. I mean, he can start for Sacramento. He can start for Charlotte. He can start for a lot of teams. He's 26 rebounds and 23 rebounds. He's a beast. So I don't think he's going to stay very long because he's going to want his money. He took a 1-year deal. He's going to go and try to get a few year, 3 or 4 year extension, and we're probably not going to get it.
Andre Drummond.
That's what I mean. Yeah, Andre Drummond, big man. Yeah, Andre Drummond. So that's what I think about that question. It is what it is. Those guys, I love everybody down to the last man. I really do. So let's talk about the man of the hour, right? The man of the week, or since the beginning of the season, really our most consistent player so far this season. Let's talk about Maxey. Maxey has been doing it and doing it well. Let's go to Quaz on this one. Quaz, what you think, bro?
He don't turn the ball over. I mean, besides everything that he does, I mean, he's going to be, I wouldn't say a superstar, but he's definitely an all-star guy. I mean, he's going to be on the level with a Trae Young. The guy is so fast, it's hard to defend him. He's tenacious. He plays like both sides of the court. He does have one flaw. I guess the flaw is that he's 6 foot tall and everybody's shooting over him, so he's a bit of a defensive liability. But he's going to be a star, I believe. And the most exciting part is, my God, the guy don't turn the ball over. Simple fundamentals. The point guard dribbles the ball. I don't need him being the guy. If you hold the ball for 38 minutes a night, I don't need you coughing it up. And from what I'm saying, that's the most valuable part of his game. I mean, he's dropping in 20 like it ain't nothing, but not turning the ball over, that's almost some superstar stuff right there. Definitely some all-star stuff right there, y'all. That's serious.
Just a note, Maxey is 6'2". So.
No, he ain't. I saw him personally. He ain't taller than me.
Well, it says here
6'2" in sneakers. I saw him on that fan fest and stood right next to him. He ain't taller than me.
He's basketball tall.
Right.
He's basketball short.
Obviously, he's 6 feet tall.
Don't correct me with the stuff they write on Wikipedia.
Only
Stop
facts.
that.
Only facts. I mean, only NBA.com. But okay, whatever you say.
You know they lying. You already know they lying.
Go ahead, Lil Zod. You next. What you
For
think
me,
about Maxey?
I'm saying
Is he a star?
Superstar. I don't want to call it superstar. To me, I'm thinking more like a Drew Holiday, like an underrated guy, somebody that everybody around the league is like, oh no, he's a really good player. People just don't know that he really gets down like that. Because when you say superstar, that makes me think of like first or second fiddle on a team, like
KD.
I don't even think, not even KD. That's like mega star. Like, okay, those are the 2 best players in the league. Nobody can touch them. They're not like anybody else. I don't think he's going to get to like a Damian Lillard or like I'm thinking somewhere in between like a Drew Holiday and like a Trae Young. Somewhere in between that range. So a really good player. I think he has more offensive upside than defensive upside. Like Quad said, he's not really that tall. He's kind of, I mean, he's got to bulk up a little bit for that defense to really kick in. I don't think he's really more of that offensive spark off the bench that can really light it up. So,
all right, Ski.
I don't think he's going to be a superstar on this team. I think Joel Embiid, brings in all that superstar attention. already. Now he can be an all-star. I'm not ruling that out. I just think Joel Embiid takes all of that superstarness on him, and he's our guy as the superstar in face of our team. So I say no just because I want to keep him. So I say no if we get to keep him.
All right, Big Ski, what you think about Maxey?
Well, Maxey is not a superstar. Until he slows down, I understand all the numbers. I'm going to do it as a coach. He has to slow down and wait for his team. Now, when he does that, I think he will be even better. But right now, he just goes down there, and because he's making them shots, it's fine. And he's making them. And if he can continue to make them, but it sounds like Westbrook. He has to slow down. And then when he slows down and waits for his team and then becomes that guy that can go score when I need to or want to, I got you. But right now, he just gets the ball and goes. And he's making it because he's so fast. He's young. He's 21. At 29, that's not going to work. You're going to slow down. So that's my only thing. Superstar, no. All-star, maybe. I've been said it. He's sixth man of the year. You want him as a six. If he can do that as a sixth man, because he don't got no defense. I don't care how tall he is. I watched the game the other night. They shoot over him. And he tries. I'm not saying he's not running out there and putting his hands up, but he's too little. He puts his hands up. They just jay him over his face. So it's okay, but that's what I got. Superstar, no. All-star, maybe.
Well, that's a heck of an answer. All-star, maybe. Definitely an all-star. All right. This guy is going to be the man. I think that we've replaced Ben Simmons. We don't need anybody else. Like if we go get somebody great, but Maxey is the man. He's in his second year and he's putting up numbers. He's not scared. He's fearless. This guy he's developing into a star. Maybe not a superstar, which is, KD, LeBron type of player. I agree with that. He's never going to be a superstar, but star, no doubt, especially with a team with Embiid on it, where he can do his thing and it doesn't mess with Embiid's thing. So, I believe that Maxey is going to be a star, multiple all-star. He's fearless. He's out there doing his thing, and he will be the man. And hopefully here, like if we may trade him in a trade to get, our own superstar. But if we don't, then he's going to be the man and he's going to be an all-star. But he's better than Tobias Harris right now. Right now.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, let me just ask this one question. This is going to go to everyone. Would y'all give him $150 million right now?
Maxey?
When it's time
Not
to.
until we have to. Not until it's time.
To.
Okay. I just wanted to ask.
Well, that's what Rich Paul's going to ask for after all this Ben crap.
Oh, absolutely.
I heard he's that. I didn't agree with it. You guys are saying y'all liking.
He's not up for a contract new negotiation for 3 more years. So we're okay. We're fine.
Lillard, we didn't want a superstar. We can deal with him. Are we?
No, I didn't say that. I said if we trade him for a superstar, that's fine. I didn't say that either.
He said, I didn't say that.
$150 million.
No.
He will be in 3 years. He will be worth $150 million in 3 years. I agree. I think so.
You think he a max player in 3 years? You think he a max in 3 years?
Absolutely. Look what he's doing in his second year. Second year, he's starting and he's putting up numbers. He's 20 a game.
If he keeps these numbers, he's a max player. If he keeps these numbers, he's definitely a max.
Exactly. And what's going to make him not keep these numbers? I don't see why he's not going to keep these numbers. Why wouldn't he?
Right.
He's establishing himself right now.
But wait a second. If he's a max player, that doesn't make him a superstar?
Yes.
Is Ben Simmons a superstar?
Yes.
He's got a no, he's not.
Why isn't he?
In the media, he is. And that was my point. The superstars are narrative. The superstar label is narrative driven. You have to have the media say you're a superstar for you to be a superstar. Ben Simmons to the media is a superstar because he's not.
Why isn't he traded then?
That's my point. To the executives in the league, he's not. But to the media,
he's a star. No, he's not a superstar.
Yeah,
He's a
100.
star player. He's not a superstar player. There's a difference, a big difference.
I will
Yeah,
say
there's definitely a difference. But when Lil Steve
Nationally-
saying that the label superstar is media driven.
It is
So if
media
on
driven. It is.
ESPN, if he's
When
on
Ben
ESPN
Simmons said, "I went
every
out," that was the
single day, well,
headline.
he's a superstar.
Every single day they talk about Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that doesn't make him a superstar. That just makes him the hot topic. He's a hot topic. Everybody wants to get their ratings up, so they talk
All
about
right, so
what's
I
crazy
want
right
to
now.
ask you this: Is Chris Paul a superstar?
He was.
Yeah.
I think
He's not anymore, but he
He's
was
a
a
star.
superstar.
Nah,
All right,
Yo,
well, that's
He LeBron James boss.
The top 15 players in the league are superstars. The
Yeah, I
top
agree with that.
15.
Funny.
Right. I agree with that. Top 15. Embiid,
That-
superstar. KD, superstar.
Devin Booker. Devin
Devin
Booker.
Booker.
Every
superstar,
star,
right.
the major
Tatum.
star on every team
Tatum.
is a superstar except for maybe Detroit, because I didn't know none
Jeremy Grant.
of none of that.
God,
Oh.
Jeremy Grant,
Yeah.
superstar.
This is
You know what I'm saying?
Every other team but Detroit. I watch
You
Detroit.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Superstars.
The guy that to LeBron. Who was that? I never heard of him at all. Except for Detroit, every team has a superstar.
Herb, do you have any comments on this?
Well,
You don't wanna
I
do
think Maxey eventually will be a superstar. I think so. All he has to do is be top 5 in his position. He'll be a superstar. Once he starts getting assists and all that, it'll all come to him.
You gotta slow down.
No, he doesn't have to slow down.
You
The
look at
people
this
got to
picture,
speed
you
up.
gotta pass
The rest of the team needs to speed up.
Okay.
Well, that ain't gonna happen with JoJo. He's slow as molasses. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Come
All
on.
right,
But
let's
he
move
picks
on.
and chooses his moments, though. It's not like he running out of control like Ben and get under the court and kick it out. He
No.
takes his time. He allowed Tobias to try to get off, Curry to get off. He do be passing the ball. When the ball's not going down, then he be like, F it. I'm going to the cup real quick, get us
We're
two.
gonna shoot
And
it.
that's what he does. And he does that quickly. I don't think he run past his offense. I don't think he run past his team.
He's
I
been
think he's
playing much better as the point guard
Making
this year.
those shots. He's making them. So it looks very good. But when he's not making them, we're gonna be like, slow down. But that's all I'm
Oh, you
saying.
can't. You can't have it
Come
both ways,
playoff
though.
Take
You can't
this.
have it both ways. I mean, sometimes I don't want Joe to be shooting that 3. I'd be like, no. But when it start falling, I'd be like, yeah, go ahead, keep shooting.
No, I don't. I'm not accepting it. I'm telling
No, I'm talking about Joe. I'm talking about Joe when he's shooting the 3.
I say never shoot that. Ever.
Well,
All right, let's
we
move
can't
on.
get along
Hey,
then.
all right, wrap it up, guys. Wrap it up. We got a long show. Do we care where the Sixers fall in the standings? We're gonna go to Lil Zai on this one. Lil Zai, what do you think?
For me, I don't think that. I think it matters. We can't be the 8th seed, but at the same time, if we're 5 or 4 or somewhere around there by the end of the season, I think that'll be fine. We don't have to be one of the top 3 seeds. We're probably not going to have home court advantage looking towards the end, and we're not going to win a championship this year. I just don't see it. So it is what it is. We're going to just get some experience for our younger players, get everybody to get completely bought in, and get everybody some great experience this year. That's all.
Ski?
I think we do because there's a lot of the East is better this year. There's some teams that are on the rise, like the Bulls and the Hornets. Some other teams, the Wizards seem to look pretty good so far. We don't know how that's going to last, but I feel like the East is actually catching up with the West in terms of overall teams, and so I think we should definitely try to get as high as we can, so that we don't end up playing Brooklyn or Bulls first
In the first
round.
Yeah, good point. Big Ski, what you think about this?
Okay, well, standings matter because bad teams that are really winning the regular season go real far because they had a real easy schedule in the playoffs. And then good teams go against that hard schedule and get tired and don't make it as far as they should have because they was lunching in the regular season.
We're
Now,
up here.
my only situation is that I don't know how we're in place. I thought we were good. But so you're telling me those last couple games have knocked us down that much? Okay, that means it's very close. So I can't go with worrying about what place we're in right now, because I'm not going to tell me we're an 8th place team. And last week we were 6-2. What were we?
7-2. 8-2.
And so now this week, because we lost those couple of games, and now we won a couple of games, and we're in 8th place, that means our division is the East. Like Ski said, the East is good. We're all winning. So where are the teams that are losing? Because it's obviously not the East teams. Because we just had a little run. We went 0-3, 0-4. Was it 0-3 or 0-4?
0-5.
0-5.
Yeah, we lost 5 in a row.
That's the problem. 0-5. That's done that. But now I think we're coming back, and then we'll get Embiid back. I think we're back on the winning ways. And I do not think where we're at now matters. But yes, you cannot finish 8th place. We got to be 1st, 2nd, 3rd. Yes, 1st, 2nd.
I agree with that. All right, we are not good enough team to not care. Like, we're not a team like the Houston Rockets back in the day where they had won the championship. The next year they were like the 6th seed and they won the championship again. We're not good like that. Like, we don't have that type of confidence where we could just beat any seed and beat any team on the road or away. We have to get the home court advantage. I would like to be the number 1 seed. Doesn't look like it's going to be, it's going to be tough this year with the start we got, or the last 5 games that we had. But, we need to be a high seed. We need as many home games as possible. We play much better at home than on the road, especially, the last, 2 or 3 years, we played very well at home. So we need it. And I think that we should really, work hard to get as high as we can. What do you think, Herb?
Should we be concerned now? Yeah, I think we should be. Right now it's still the beginning of the season, so depending on how we start can determine how we finish. So in the beginning, right now we're only 3 games back. It's not that bad, so we really need to pay attention to what's going on right now. We can't be just losing games all willy-nilly right now. As soon as Embiid comes back, we gotta get back
on a roll, get some 5-game winning streak, something like that. Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree.
I agree.
Wow.
I don't think we could finish any less than 3rd seed. For the points that pretty much everybody's been saying, the East is much better. We don't know how long that's going to last, but you do want home court advantage, and you want a favorable matchup through the first 2 rounds. You got to get into the 3rd seed again. I don't think they get out of the 2nd round if they play somewhere around 5th or 6th or 4th. You might still, because you're still on that top half of the 8 bracket. But I think 3rd place, you got to at least finish in the 3rd place with this kind of talent, this kind of payroll. They need to at least finish in the 3rd place. That's all. That's what I got. 3rd place.
All right. 3rd place. All right. I agree. I'd love to be the number 1 seed again, because we need it. I think this year, without 4 players against 5 players, because Ben Simmons was basically a half a man, at least we got Maxey, where we got a full participant, shoots, does everything. If we're the number 1 seed again, we do better than the 2nd round. That's my opinion. Let's switch gears, guys. Let's talk about my birds right there. My birds. Yeah, I said it. My birds. Let's talk about my birds. I'm back on the bandwagon. All right. I'm back on the bandwagon. We're going to start with Lil Zot. Or no, we already did that. Ski, what you think about the Eagles, man?
These last 2 games have been very surprising. We beat competent teams. At first, we were beating the Detroits, the Atlantas, So now we played the Broncos. They're not the best team, but they're competent. They have a good defense. We showed that we beat a good defense. And then with the Saints also have a good defense. They were coming into the game the number 1 rushing defense, and we had over 200. I think it was over 200 rushing yards versus them. And I like how we have utilized Jordan Howard, and I'm gonna go into detail because when Miles Sanders runs the ball, he doesn't run straight. He always runs sideways. If you watch Miles Sanders closely, he's always trying to break for the home run. He doesn't go right through the tackles, through the guards, through the holes. He doesn't do none of that. But when Jordan Howard comes into the game, he's running straight at you. I don't care who's in front of me. I'm running straight. And that gets you those 3-4 yards that you need for instead of being at 3rd and 10, now it's 3rd and 3. Instead of it being 3rd and 9, now it's 3rd and 1. And then you use Jalen Hurts at that point. So I think that's what's changed. At the beginning, we weren't really running the ball. Or when we did run, we weren't getting yards. So I think that's why we've been more impressive. That's why we've been winning.
Go ahead, Bixby.
Okay, well, all I'm going to say is this. I'm not really sure what's going on because I'm confused, but it's fine because we're winning and I'm enjoying it. So I'm just going to ride it out. I'm not going to say a whole lot. I want to more talk about how this was the best week because we won and the Cowboys lost. So I'm just going to leave it at that and not get into any much detail. We won and the Cowboys lost again.
Nice.
So we catching up. So that's all I got on the Eagles.
All right. So for me, like I said before, I'm on board. I watched the whole game this week. I haven't watched the whole game all season. I missed the first 3 or 4 games, and then the last couple of games I caught little pieces here and there. Well, this week I said, you know what? If we can beat the Saints, we might make the playoffs this year. So let me watch this game. I sat down from the beginning to the end, and I thoroughly enjoyed watching us run all over them dudes.
Exactly.
Yes, I know this is a passing league, but guess what? If you can control the clock, they can't score. We limit their scoring. So we hold the ball. Jalen Hurts, get them first downs, run for them, throw for them, whatever. As long as you get them, it's fine for me. He's not the greatest thrower in the world, but guess what? He only got to throw the ball 17 times a game. We can win with him throwing it 17 times a game. As long as we're running it down your throat with Howard, with Sanders, with Boston Scott, as long as we're pushing the envelope, and even with some of the wide receivers like Rager, he can run end arounds and all that kind of stuff. We need to be doing all that. Let's be the only running team this year. That's fine with me. Because when you're doing something different, teams they play the same style every week. And then they see us, it's like we don't know what to do. We haven't played a running-based team in a long time. So we run it down their throats. Then they got to adjust, and it takes them a while to adjust. And by then, we got 25, 30 points on the board. So I'm down. I want to run it down everybody's throats. I think we should be the Tennessee Titans from now on. You know what I'm saying? We should just run it, and then run it some more. So that's my opinion. Go ahead, Herb.
A couple weeks ago, it was a game where I think Tyrese Maxey, it was a light switch, and he was just totally different. When the Eagles started running the ball, with the play calling, the offensive play calling, there was a light switch. They started running the ball every game now. They don't want to pass the ball 50 times. They want to run every single down. Mm-hmm. They're basically taking the ball out of Jalen Hurts' hands. Even with the defense, something happened. The light switched on. They started blitzing. They haven't blitzed all year. Now they're starting to blitz. We're getting turnovers. We're getting sacks. All types of stuff is happening. Fumbles. Everything is going on the way that it needs to go for the Eagles right now. So, them two guys, they're new, they're young, they're learning on the job, and, I'm trying to get my foot off the curb so I can get on the bandwagon with Zai. But
hop on, baby.
Get my foot off the curb. I want to get on, but not yet. Not yet.
Don't do it. Do it. Get on there. All right, Kwan.
It's so cute when y'all all open up your eyes like little babies. Y'all get little babies open up their eyes. It's something adorable. I'm glad you watched the games. I'm so glad you watched a game. Yeah. Not impressed yet. Do everything that they doing now, but you have to get another receiver involved. There's no way you can tell me Quez Watkins can't be catching passes. Quez need to be targeted a minimum of 5 times a game, doing what you're doing right now. Throwing that pass to Rager on that quick little out, that little bubble screen that goes nowhere all the time. Take that one play out and throw one bomb in. throw one bomb in. Everybody talk about do it the way Baltimore do it. What Baltimore did was they would kill you with the ground and pound, but they sent Hollywood right behind you. They sneak Hollywood behind you. That's how it works. He's our speed guy. You got to add that in. Until Sirianni add that in, I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed because we played the Saints without Kamara, without Michael Thomas, without Jameis Winston. Let's get to 500, and then I may be impressed. Until then, shut up and throw a bomb. Not impressed.
For me,
why y'all be quiet when I talk? F that.
You were so serious. You were so serious.
I wanted to air it out.
We're listening to our resident Eagles expert, our resident football expert.
Gotta hear what he gotta say.
Somebody upset, but it's okay.
I'm gonna tell y'all why I'm mad.
For me, I think it's Nick Sirianni. I think he's been listening to that talk radio. People, I can't. The not running the ball in the first couple weeks, people was not having it. And that was every single call. If you're in the car listening to talk radio, it was. I haven't seen him run. He's running the ball twice a game. This is not making any sense, especially with a very young, inexperienced quarterback that can't really throw the ball. You would think that running it would be, first option. But not super impressed. I'm definitely liking what's transpiring. They're definitely going in the right direction. But I'm in it for the draft picks at this point. I don't really. Yeah. We need players. Do y'all know who's in our secondary? Have y'all seen our defense? Is anybody looking at anything besides we're a very incomplete team?
Do you like Howie Roseman?
We got a lot of things to work on. We got a lot of things that we still got to work on. But keep Howie just for a little bit longer. He's got like a year or two max, and then we can sit.
I think
we got
a topic for a whole show.
It looks, that is a topic for a whole show. It looks like we're gonna have them 3 first-round picks. So Miami's gonna be high. If we make the playoffs, we're going to be upper middle, like lower middle. And then Indianapolis might make the playoffs too, so we'll be lower middle there too. So, but 3 first-round picks is 3 first-round picks, and if we get them, it means more, right? It definitely does. So, but Howie's picking them, so I'm a little wary. But I mean, he's had some pretty good picks. Some hit, some miss. I mean, the draft is hard. You know what I mean? The draft is super tough.
The word is he hits on second and third round picks, not first.
Yeah. Devontae Smith is a first rounder.
Well, he got that.
Yeah.
That was the
but he's picked some bad ones, though.
Carson Wentz, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, all first rounders.
You want me to tell you a list that's bad?
It's more bad. It's definitely more bad. It's more bad.
Come on,
it's more bad than good.
I just rattled off 7 first rounders.
I'm just telling you the word.
Okay, but
he doesn't pick first rounders good. Not saying he's not imperfect, but he doesn't pick first rounders good. He picks second and third rounders.
How about Andre Dillard? How about him? That's a bad pick. How about
Nelson Aguilar?
Nelson Aguilar.
Aguilar is a professional wide receiver.
Yeah, but he's not a first rounder. That's a third rounder. Professionals are in the third round.
In that draft group, it was Dorial Green, Beckham, and Nelson Aguilar that rounded out that first round.
Okay,
he's still in the league. Dorial Green is not in the league no more. Rashad Perryman was in that draft. Rashad Perryman.
Let's not go back to drafts 20 years ago. First of all, Fletcher Cox was a Andy Reid pick.
Quaz, you get a Howie Roseman show because you obviously like him.
I like him. I do.
He's better at trades and the salary cap than he is at picking players, in my opinion. But listen, let's predict the next. No, let's not do predictions. Let's go to Zai's segment. Let's head right on into that. We got Golden State up next. So what's on tap next for us, Lil Zai?
All right, well, Golden State, they 15-2 right now. They on a 15-2. They got the top 3 rated offense, number 1 defense. Steph is on a tear. They got Jordan Poole. Draymond is just giving Steph screens all night, and Steph is throwing that thing at the rim. So we gonna be in for it tomorrow. I can't even lie to you. It's not without Joe Embiid. They're just playing too well on both ends of the floor, and it's like it's not just Steph. All the role players know what they got to do. They know they're looking more like an older Golden State team, like a 2015-16 deep bench, all of that. So we're going to be in for it this week for sure.
Is Clay back yet?
Clay doesn't come back until December. They're hoping around Christmas time. But he is currently practicing.
Clay for Ben?
They ain't doing
They
that.
ain't
Absolutely. Yeah, but they wouldn't do that.
They wouldn't do that.
That would be a dream come true.
Clay is a lifer.
That's
Right,
all
Clay is a lifer.
You can't run around and not sure.
Well, we have Clay. We got Curry. We got a Clay. We're fine.
No.
He's not Curry. I mean, he's not Clay.
We
but he
do
can
not
shoot. He can
have
shoot just
Klay
as good, though.
Thompson.
He can shoot. Yeah, he can shoot. He can
Curry
shoot.
is the top
have Klay
shooting
Thompson.
3-point shooter in the league ever. Okay, so don't get it twisted. My man.
Klay Thompson scored 37 points in a quarter.
Okay, so what's that mean? That was a quarter from. That was for pre-injury. That was pre-injury.
In a quarter.
All right, let's get to the predictions, guys. Herb, you're up first. What's your prediction, bro, for the next 3 games? We got Golden State, Timberwolves, and the Magic. Guys, this is being recorded, so it will come up next week. Just so you know.
Y'all mentioned I won last week. I won last week.
Did you? We didn't know. We didn't realize.
All right, we got the Wolves, we got the Timberwolves, and we got Orlando Magic at home. So both of those are wins. I'm going to say 2-1.
All right.
Even though we steal that game against Golden State, man, we're going to steal it.
No, I don't think so.
Go ahead.
I'm with Herb on that 2-1. I think we get Joe back on Saturday, and we take a butt kicking tomorrow night. But we should get the Magic, and we should get Timberwolves 2-1.
I'm gonna go 1-2. With Golden State and Steph playing his brother, I think he's gonna try and just go crazy as soon as he touches the floor. The Magic, I think that's a win. And Timberwolves, I'm 50-50. Sometimes, they come to play. So sometimes they might get a little bit of a spark from all their players, and you never know, especially with the Sixers. Sometimes we get a little, up and down. So we'll see.
I don't know about that. All right. Little skin.
So yeah, I think we beat Minnesota and the Magic, especially we're at home. I think we get those out the way. But I think tomorrow night, I think Steph Curry is not going to let his brother come to his arena and outshoot him. It's not happening. He is going to go for 40 points tomorrow. This is going to happen. So I think we go 2-1. 2-1.
Big skin.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go deeper than that because it's not only his brother, it's his uncle, dad, somebody. It's a whole lot of uncles, dads married. The Stephs and the coach Rivers, they are family. They got kids. It's like Steph is married to Doc Rivers' daughter.
Man, what's your prediction?
Huh?
What's your
I'm the winner here. Okay? Now let me think about it.
Maybe that has something to do with his Doc Rivers' father and all that has something to do with his prediction. Let him give the man a chance. Yeah,
I'm gonna go 3-0.
Damn it!
Tomorrow,
I really was.
If we beat tomorrow, it's 3-0.
All right,
we can beat them because I'm going with the other brother. It's Thanksgiving. They know they're gonna meet at the house. All of them. Everybody on our team. He the one. Steph is the problem. He like, oh man, you gotta come to our house for dinner. Watch this turkey. You know what I'm saying? I'm going 3-0.
All right. Well, guess what? I thought that he was going to go 2-1. And I was going to be the only one at 3-0, but I'm going 3-0 too. I say Seth lights up his brother and gives him that work, and I say that they both got over 30 tomorrow. And we get a victory So 3-0, because I'm not worried about the Timberwolves, and I am not worried about Orlando. They stink, and we're going to crush them. As we're at home, we're dominant at home, so we're fine. But the big game is going to be tomorrow night. Let's go, Seth Curry. Get money, young bull. Well, get money, bull. All right. So, listen, we're wrapping up the show. That was a great show. Everything is all good. We need everybody watching right now. If you got your eyeballs on me, I need you to like. I need you to subscribe. I need you to watch it on YouTube. Show your mama, show your grandmama, show your uncles. Do whatever you got to do so we can get this show really going. We appreciate everybody who watches. Thank you so much. And we out from the Answer Era Podcast. We out.